I am going live right now. Hopefully my sound works. I'm going to make sure it works before I get started again. It's embarrassing that I'm sitting here talking and no one can hear me, but that is how I learn. We were talking about earlier, to learn from trial and error is the dumbest way to learn if you can avoid it. I don't know. Maybe there's someone who's a Zoom, StreamYard, social media, whatever you call it. Not social media. Uh, just a video streamer. If you know how to stream sound using Zoom and StreamYard at the same time, I would love to talk to you because I have tried to find people in those groups like the StreamYard community, and no one has told me how to fix or do what it is I'm trying to do. What I mean by that is I've posted like 3-4 times in the past 6 months looking for someone who knows how to stream on StreamYard and do Zoom at the same time, and no one has really engaged uh, on how to do that. So if I can avoid learning from trial and error, which is what I would love to do, then I would love to pick your brain. I'll actually probably pay you. But I'm glad that I'm here. Hopefully you can hear me. I actually have thumbs up going up. I'm going to check my audio because it's the second time I did this today where I didn't check my audio to make sure. My audio because and it definitely works. Yes. Someone's asking. Yes, my stream is going. My stream is live, and I'll probably just send him. I'll just send him a link here. I mean, I basically make my life more complicated. I could probably do a simple StreamYard stream like I'm doing right now, and everyone would hear fine. Everyone would hear what I'm saying, but I'm trying to do Zoom as well because I'm trying to take advantage of my subscriber list. I have like 1,000 subscribers on my Zoom every single week. So I want to invite them and get them involved, and they get to talk, meaning they get to unmute and they ask the questions so we can hear their voice, which I think is kind of cool. If it's a Q&A and people are asking questions and I'm able to answer and you guys hear it, and then it makes my videos cooler because that's the whole point of me doing videos is to actually create content for YouTube, right? So these live calls will eventually be packaged into YouTube videos. So I'm trying to double dip there. I try to check like 5 boxes at once, but it seems my audio is like kind of not working the way I want it to. So I'm just gonna stick to StreamYard for today because I do want to do this class because it's very important that I go through this because I think that it's going to help people understand what I'm doing, what I'm working on, because I'm in the field like you guys. I'm a social media marketing, whatever coach, or I run my own social media business, but I also am a loan officer. So I'm in the trenches just like you, other loan officers and real estate agents. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing to apply to my business to make my life easier and quicker. And that doesn't include doing live streams like this one. Okay. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to send 60 plus emails because I did this already, so that's why I say 60. It might be more, but 60 plus emails in 10 minutes. And when I say emails, I'm talking about actual emails, not spam, where you're sending a blast to a database or a list or a CSV or a list of names or emails, literally manual emails, but 60 of them from my inbox to my recipient. When I say from my inbox, most email services that forces you or not forces you that allows you to send multiple emails in a really quick manner uses their own email server. So the email address that the recipient gets is very weird. Like it's almost like a bunch of codes, whatever, and it looks like spam. And at the same time, Google and other email providers know that this might be like a mass email, so they'll automatically mark it as spam or they'll put in the spam box or trash. I'm saying I'm going to show you how to send an email that comes from your inbox, your actual email, and send it directly to the recipient, but do it fast as if it's automated. Now, there's a little bit of manual work involved, but I actually prefer it that way, and I actually want it to be that way, meaning like I'll show you why, but it allows me to control what I would do manually anyways, but on a really quick and efficient level. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen real quick, and I'll give you sort of a behind the curtains view of what I'm doing. Right. So let me share my screen, and I did have this prepared before, so forgive me for the delay there. But as you can see, I use Zapier. Now, what is Zapier? If you don't know what Zapier is, you are missing out completely 100%. I'll put money on it. Okay. Zapier is an automation software that allows you to bridge multiple platforms, right? Or maybe the same platform, but different functions. Okay. So what I mean by that is it's a tool that communicates to two different parts or two different platforms or two different programs or apps to control and command what they do. So if this, then this, right? So actually, I'll click to show you what I mean by if this, then this. So I created demos app just to show you guys what I mean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Zapier if this happens on Pipedrive, my CRM that I'm using, then I want this to happen. An email is sent, right? So basically, if there's a trigger, that's what they call it, the if setup where something is happening in pending application updated deal stage, then the trigger will tell Gmail to send a specific email. If this, then that, right? So it's literally a bridge, right? A translator, right? And it's going to do in an automated fashion what I would do manually by myself anyways. Okay. So I'm trying to show you guys how you can do that action, that particular task that we're supposed to do anyways, in a very quick and easy automated method. Okay. So as you can see here, I use Pipedrive. Pipedrive, the reason why I like Pipedrive, I've had this for like 5-6 years, whatever. The reason I like Pipedrive because it's visually easy to manage for me, right? Because most CRMs are just a bunch of records, right? And it has like all their information, name, email, whatever. I don't need to know all the information all the time, right? Sometimes it's useful to have, especially if I'm doing like quick follow up, like maybe over the phone or text messages or DMs or whatever. But in this instance, it just tells me the name of the deal or the client or whatever, right? The transaction, right? So I just need to be able to navigate the deal where I want to be. So in this case, I'm moving this deal from lead, meaning let's say someone from Facebook or someone that was referred to me by an agent and they actually applied. So I'm telling my CRM, this person went from not applying to applying, right? Now, why would that matter? Well, of course, it helps me organize where I am at with every client. So it tells me what kind of follow up I need to do, what kind of conversation I need to have, and who I need to focus my energy on, right? What I mean by that is if I have a whole bunch of people in leads and no one to apply, I need to start talking to my leads so I can push them to the application stage, right? And so on and so on and so on. So let's say someone applied. Well, I got the application. Now I need the documents. So let's say I have a whole bunch of people apply, but no documents. Then I got to focus on the people who applied and have the conversation. Hey, we need documents. So I have found that I have these conversations over and over and over and over, especially in the application process. Also in the contract and they're getting ready to close process, right? So I have repeated, almost generic conversations with these people over and over and over, right? So one of the things that people complain about loan officers is the lack of communication or the just unavailability, whatever, right? And a lot of it is because loan officers are probably buried in a lot of work in terms of trying to get people to apply, chasing documents, they're writing one email when they should be writing 10 other emails, right? So there's lots of things that are happening in a loan officer. And, I'm not saying that loan officers work harder than real estate agents, but there are a lot of times where the loan officer simply cannot pick up a phone call or answer an email right away, or answer a text right away. And they might not be able to follow up with you because they have 10 people to follow up with and they only finish the second follow-up, right? It takes more time for them to write an email, whatever, right? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to automate that process. I'm trying to make it so that if there's an update, I can click a button or move stuff over, and that automation update is sent right away. Okay, so in this case, let's pretend Larry demo fake doesn't exist yet, right? Let's say an agent referred me, right? So when I move him to lead, then what happens is this lead gets this email. Okay. So basically, by moving this guy over here, he will get an email that's already pre-written. Okay. So let me show you how that works. I'm gonna literally show you live. Actually, you know what? If I can do, yeah, I'm gonna do 2 screens so you can see it happen live. Okay. So again, the way I program my Pipedrive using Zapier is if a lead, right, populates, that lead will get an automated email. So you'll see right here, no email, right? I'm gonna move this over. Actually, let me make sure it's on. Yeah, it's on. Okay. So I'm gonna move this lead over here. So pretend that lead was just created, and I'll actually create one to show you as well, right? So when that lead is created, that means it gets pushed here, right? An email should be sent automatically. Now, sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes instant. I mean, it depends. It's almost like it's hard for me to measure because I'll be sitting there, but you see the email just popped up automatically. You see that? I didn't have to do anything. You were watching me. I didn't have to do anything. I just moved the lead over, and the email was sent to that lead. See, that's what I'm trying to demonstrate to you guys. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. Okay, so literally, a lead was populated, and they got an email automatically sent to them as if I wrote it, right? So, you know, if an agent refers me a client, I'm like, thank you very much. I'm gonna reach out to them. I call them, they don't pick up. I text them, they don't reply back. I'm gonna email them, right? I'll open my inbox, right? And I'll, copy and paste. Let me get the leads information. Okay, hold on real quick. The leads information, phone number, maybe it's on my phone, whatever. Okay, there's an email, right? So I'm gonna copy the email, right? And I'm gonna put it in here, and I'll put subject, hey, thanks for applying. Hey, Larry, I was referred, blah, 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 blah. And that right there is already taking me more than a minute to do, right? And of course, you can have templates as well, but you still have to do each individual like keystrokes and clicks and copy and stuff like that, right? And then you have to press send, right? What I'm trying to show you is that you can do all that, and you have to create a message that's general enough so that it applies to anyone who goes to the stage. So you have to be mindful about what you wrote, right? But my idea is to be able to, and I'm going to do it right now in front of you guys. Okay. Let's say the agent gives me a lead. Okay. Cool. Larry Lee, demo fake 1, right? I'm going to put my email as the one I'm using right now, Larry Lee lender. Oh, I'm sorry, Larry Lee, the mortgage guy, gmail.com. There's also ways to automate this part as well, but I'm just pretending like I'm talking to an agent, and the agent say, okay, I got a lead for you. I'm going to text it to you. Or actually, can you write the name down? I'm driving. Okay, cool. What's your name? Larry Lee. Okay, what's the email address? Da, 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 da. And I do all this, and I press save, right? And I make sure it's in the right stage lead. I press save, and you'll see the lead is populated there, right? Larry Lee demo fake 1, right? So I just populated that. I just created that in front of you guys, right? And theoretically, what's supposed to happen is that lead's going to get an email. So we'll see. I'll actually wait to see how long it takes. Okay. Sean asked, I send emails in contact groups. So when I mass email my list of agents, email myself and DCC the group I created. Now to make it effectively, I make each group about 25 people per group. I send 3 emails to 3 different contact groups to make. So I'm going to repeat what he said. I like what he's saying. I send emails in a contact group. So when I mass email my list of agents, is to email myself and blind carbon copy to the group I created. Now to make it effectively, I make each group about 25 people per group. I send 3 emails to 3 different contact groups make, which makes a lot of sense. I like what you're thinking about, right? But the difference between what I'm doing and what you're doing is that you're sending a mass message to a large list. I'm actually trying to send one person a list or one person an email, right? And I'm trying to do it in a way that doesn't look spammy. So there's no blind copy, whatever. They actually, this take me longer than it's supposed to. Let me refresh to see what happens. Maybe it didn't automatically send it, whatever. Did I fake myself? Maybe because Larry Lee, the mortgage guy at gmail.com. That's the right email address. Yeah, that's the right email address. Maybe because there's multiple of the same person. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's not doing it, which kind of sucks if that's the case, because it kind of defeats my demonstration. And sometimes Zapier does glitch. Watch if I move this over and move it back. It might be the same thing. Maybe I don't have the trigger set up so that if a new one is created, it doesn't send it automatically. I don't know. There's a chance. And so I do create because I don't want emails automatically sent sometimes because I'm afraid that it's not the right email. So I do create a category of brand new. Okay, so yeah, I guess so. That's what happened, right? So that's my bad. I assumed that by creating the new lead, it would automatically send them an email, but apparently it does not do that. And maybe there's something in Zapier I need to change. But the moment I move the lead over, it automatically sent the email. So what I mean by that is I create a stage where they get nothing, no email whatsoever, right? Because again, I want to control what email is being sent to them. I want to make sure they get the right email because it'd be really bad if I populated them and it said, "Hey, thanks for application. Hey, you need to apply," and they've already applied, right? So that's why I like to have, basically, this one probably would be called unfollowed up or no contact, right? And then I would put them to lead and apply, right? But if you saw the moment I moved it over, it went ahead and clicked it. So again, it's disappointing to me that I thought it would do that, but there might be an advantage to it. So yes, I normally create a different category only because I'm in control. Because again, this is about manual, and I was kind of talking about this with Sean. Sean says he sends emails to a contact group. He mass emailed the list of agents to email himself and blind carbon copy the group. Of course, to make it effective, he makes 25 per group. He sends 3 emails to 3 different contact groups make, which I think he means he makes, right? But if you look at my email, it does not look like a blind carbon copy mass email. It says from this person, and it says to this person. My name is there, right? It doesn't say BCC, right? So that person will look at it and will no doubt believe it's a real email sent from me manually, right? What I mean by that is it's not a list, is not from a third party email service that has a weird jumbled up sporadic random numbers and text in the email address. It says Larry Lee on it, right? And you look at it, it says Larry Lee and it says Larry Lee at Open Mortgage, right? And that's what I mean by manual emails. I'm talking about actual legitimate emails. What I'm saying is that this is not a spam service. This is not a mass service. This is me taking the 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes it takes for me to actually type it out and make it automated. That's what it is. Okay. And if you're really good, you can probably create thousands of emails and move them over. In fact, if you look at my Pipedrive, my Zapier, I actually have different emails for different stages, right? See, I have an email for applied, an email for appraisal met, an email for closing disclosure sent, an email for closing disclosure signed, an email for documents missing, an email for house hunting, meaning they're pre-approved, an email for someone who lost, right? An email. This is my actual pending application email. This is a demo. I have one for your pre-approved. I have basically every stage a client or lead encounters when they get pre-approved. I have a stage for that. And every stage during the buying process, once they apply, once they get it pre-approved, once they get a contract, once the contract has been disclosed, meaning that we send out the disclosures, they're signed, they get them sent back. I have an email sent to those people and everyone else that's involved, meaning the real estate agents. Because what's the number one complaint? No communication, right? Well, by moving my people along the milestones, and I'm not going to show you I have the Pipedrives here. I'm not going to show you because it has all the names of my clients. But on the milestones, it would say contract received, disclosure sent, disclosure signed, appraisal ordered, appraisal received. It'll say underwriting conditionally approved, closing disclosure sent out, closing disclosure return or signed return, clear to close, and closed, right? So, and then of course funded, right? So basically I have an email for each stage, and instead of me writing the email over and over and over, I just move them over the stages. Okay. So by doing this, I fulfill the communication issue, right? I'm always going to communicate to you. I'm always going to update you for each individual milestone. Now, of course, a lot of your real estate agents are like, well, I don't have those milestones. Well, actually, they might actually be useful for you to kind of add a few of those, right? But also, there's different stages that you go through. I'm pretty sure, as a real estate agent, that you want to update the clients and whoever else that might be involved, right? So maybe you don't have as many stages as I do. I might have like 10 stages, 50 stages. Maybe you have 4 stages, 5 stages. It still makes it easier for you, especially if you're managing multiple buyers, right? Or, listings, if you're a listing agent, right? So I'm going to create the Zap in front of you. But before I do that, I want to look at the next question here. Ralph says, when the lead goes into lead, it gets an email. What happens when it goes to applied? Another email? Yes. And actually, I'm glad you asked that question. I didn't even know you asked the question because I'm going to demonstrate that to you right now. Okay. So basically, I want the lead who, and I'm going to show you the email again so you can see, right? So you know exactly what is sent to them, what I quote created, right? I don't want to open up the wrong window because sometimes I do that and bad things happen. So this is the email that gets sent out. Hey, are you still getting ready to buy a house? It's been a while since I tried to reach out to you. I have an update for you. Now, you have to understand, I'm using this to follow up with old clients who've applied, right? So that's why it sounds like this, right? But my newer leads that are coming in with my new company will get a different kind of email, right? It'll say, hey, I just got your information, or hey, thanks for the opportunity to work for you. It'll be very general, but it'll still sound customized. Hey, thanks for the opportunity to work for you. When you're ready to apply, click this link. And then when they apply, then they'll get a different email. Okay. But it will be from me. It will be addressed to them directly, right? It'll have an appropriate subject, right? And it'll have my signature and everything like that and all my links, right? So this is the kind of email they're going to send. Now I'm going to show you how you do that literally right now for the next stage, like Ralph is asking, right? He's asking when the lead goes and gets an email, when the lead goes to apply, do they get another email? So yes, and what you do is, this is how you do it, okay? So I go to Pipedrive, and actually, just because I'm lazy, I'm going to go ahead and just cheat and duplicate my Zap that I already created. I mean, these are all duplicates. Again, this is about me making things simple and easy, right? So I'll go to copy, I click it, and it opens up the same exact duplicate of the last Zap I created, but with different names. And I'm going to name it so I can make sure I don't mess it up. And this is going to be applied. So this means this person applied. They went from lead, whether it's a Facebook lead or someone that talked on the phone or someone that was referred to me, they are lead, right, to someone who applied, right? So I'm going to rename this real quick just because I want to make sure I do everything correctly. My Rubik's Cube there. All right, applied. Okay, so even though I'm not building this in front of you, it's not that hard. It's a wizard, right? That's how Zapier works. It's like what account are we using? What email address are we using? Yada yada yada, right? They actually guide you, right? So I'm gonna show you how it works. So I want to go Pipedrive, and to show you the beginning, this is how it really looks. If because I duplicated, where you're not gonna have a duplicate, but to the beginning, you click this and you just put Pipedrive. See, I click Pipedrive, and then it gives me Pipedrive as the application, and then choose an event. I want the event to be when there is, and see this create deal. I probably should have selected that, right? Create deal, right? But in this case, I'm actually using I think updated deal, right? Because I'm updating, I'm moving the deal over, right? So I would click update deal, and then it will ask me to select an account, right? I have one account, and actually know which one I'm gonna use because it has how many that's already created. So there's 15 there. So I create the account, and of course, if you don't have it logged in right away, they'll ask you for the login so that Zapier can get into your Pipedrive. You press continue, right? And then you get to set up the action, right? You get to set up the action. You get to basically select, different parts, okay? And I'm not going to go through this because I'm going to show you what I did already, okay? Let me delete this real quick because again, I was just showing this to you for demonstration purposes, okay? So I already have it selected with, I wanted to update deal states. That's the event. That's the trigger, right? Again, trigger, right? The if this happens, if this trigger happens, an update deal stage, they're going to tell me which account I want to use. I'm going to use that one right there. I'm looking for this pipeline because I have tons of them, right? I have tons of pipelines, meaning stages and pipelines. So in this one, there's 5 stages in one pipeline. I have tons of pipelines. Okay, you'll see. Look, all these are all my stages in my pipelines. Okay, tons of them, right? Because I'm organized like that, right? So I want this to be the applied. Remember, I named it Larry's demo pipeline because I want to be sure I select the right one. So basically, I'm telling Zapier if a deal gets updated in this account in this stage, right? Applied, then I want something to happen, right? So they found a deal. There's my information there, right? Actually, I'm gonna select the. Well, there's nothing in there, right? There's because it's empty. It's empty. There's no, right? So I'm gonna press continue, right? So I finished the trigger. Now I need the action, the result, right? So I want to select a Gmail account because that's what I'm using. That's where my platform is. My email server is Gmail, right? I'm gonna select Gmail, okay? And I want them to send an email. That's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to send an email, right? We want an email sent to them, okay? So I'm gonna select send email, but I can send create draft, create label, remove label, reply to email, all these different things, right? But I'm gonna send an email. I'm gonna choose my account, which is Larry Lee, the Open Mortgage, right? My actual account, and it allows me to populate the actual action. I want it to be sent to the person, right? The person is whoever it is that I put in that stage email address. So in this case, is Larry the Mortgage Guy, which is just a demonstration, but I'm gonna show you how that works. Okay. And then I put I can put Larry from Larry Lee. I can put Larry the Mortgage Guy. I can put Larry the Robot Maker. I can put Veteran Mortgage Advisor. I can put whatever I want. That's what's going to show here. Okay. I'm programming my email right now. Okay. Then reply to. So if they were to reply, it would actually reply to me. See, and this is helpful. The reason I'm bringing that up is it's helpful if you're using a third-party email service where it's not your actual email account. Because if they were to get an email from Foobots12458, Larry Lee, the mortgage maker, at LarryRobot.com, and they reply, it's not going to reply to that email. It's going to reply to whatever email I put in here, right? So that's sort of how I got around that part because I do send emails from third parties, of course. I run a whole business based on it, but it's not ideal. Again, we're talking about manual emails. We're not talking about mass pre-scripted, scheduled emails that you send to a large database of people that you don't even know yet. This is emails that you know you've engaged, you've had conversations with, they're referred to you, they've applied. These are people that would know better if you put them on some sort of automation. Okay. But I'm still automating them, you see, but I don't want them to know that. Okay. So the reply to, I make sure it's replied to me, even though if they did reply, it will still go back to me, but I program that just to make sure and also for demonstration purposes. And I get to choose the subject. Hey, thanks for applying. We will start your pre-approval process ASAP. That's the subject I want to put, right? Okay. And again, that's the same message as you see here, right? Because I created a duplicate, right? So now I get to populate what's said here, the body, right? So I'm going to put thanks for applying. We're pre-approval process ASAP. You'll also get some emails from our, how would I call this? Application platform. Actually, I want to make them feel good about it because they're getting an email from someone else. Secured application platform requesting documents. Please upload whatever you have so we can start reviewing it. This makes the difference between an undocumented pre-qualification and a reviewed all documented documents pre-approval. And hopefully they understand the importance of that, right? If they don't, then we have another conversation. And I have a link, right? So actually, because I'm already in the process of doing this, because I actually might use this as the live one, I'll actually find my link real quick. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to click it because I might click the wrong thing. So it's like pre-app 3.com/Larry Lee/toolbox. Right. This I don't know what the actual URL is, but it's gonna be something like that. And then I already have my signature set up already, so I don't need to put a signature. Right. Actually, I might put thanks. Oh, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thanks. Right. And it might not be pretty yet. I mean, sometimes formatting gets all kind of weird, but I created it, right? I'm press continue. And there's the demo. And I'm not going to test it because I have nothing in there. I'm going to skip the test, right? But if you want to test it, that's what I like to do. I mean, you notice in my inbox, I test a lot. That's why you see the same email signature over and over because I'm testing it, right? I'm tweaking, I'm making it better. Okay. So testing, I do recommend, but in this case, I'm not going to test it because there's nothing there. I'm going to publish it. That means I'm making it live. That means the trigger is on, right? So the moment it's on, what should happen theoretically, and I'm hoping it doesn't screw me again, make me look bad like it did earlier, but hopefully what happens is when I move that person, this fake account, over from this stage to this stage, they'll get an email. So I guess we'll see. Doing it right now. We'll give it some time. Hopefully it doesn't break. Hopefully it doesn't break on me like it did last time. We'll see. Hopefully it takes a few seconds here. Oh, there it is. So hopefully that answers your question, Rob. That's what happens when someone goes to apply. And you can do that for every single stage, right? And I actually literally build this as I'm going. What I mean by that is if I have a new client, if I don't have it built yet, I build it right there. I don't write the email. I actually build it just like you should do with templates. If you're writing email and you've been there, like this is like the 5th time you've written this email, right? You've written this email so many times that you're sick of it. You should stop, take out the email address, take out the hey Bob, and just save it as a template, and then go back in Gmail. You have to close it out, and then select template, click the template you just saved, and then put hey Bob. That way, hey Bob can become hey Jane, hey Don, hey Alex, hey Thomas for the rest of your career until you change companies or whatever, right? I do the same thing with Zapier, right? If I'm sitting here like, okay, fake Larry Lee or Larry Lee demo, fake one needs to go document. Wait a minute, did I write email yet? No, I haven't. Let me go ahead and make a Zap right now. Boom. Duplicate, make a Zap, build it, and then move it over and make sure it's good. If it's good, then I know from here on out, every single fake whatever will get an email automated, right? So that's how I manually send 60 emails in 10 minutes, okay? Because if you saw, it's just a matter of moving it over. I mean, I'm going to do it right now, okay? Now, of course, in a real world situation, I would have more than 3 of these. I would have, I don't know, I would have probably hundreds, right? I mean, again, you can't see in my pipeline, but I have literally thousands of records, okay? But I'm going to show you right now. Hopefully I don't break Zapier. I'm going to send 60 emails right in front of you right now, okay? Now, again, the real situation, I would have 60 different people, but I don't, right? I only have 3 because why? Uh, because I'm making this a demo, right? I'm not showing you real clients information, but I'm gonna try to use this one demo guy to send 60 demos, and it'll probably take me less than 10 minutes, but we'll see, right? So let's see here. It looks like Facebook allows me, or not Facebook, Gmail allows to show 50 of them, 50 emails at the same time, right? I'm gonna mark all these red, and I will probably break Zapier, so maybe I won't be able to show you 50, but I'm gonna literally, like, in front of you, send 60 emails, and how I do it using Zapier, right? Someone saying, hi, Larry. Hi. Hello. Nice to see you, Facebook user. Not sure who you are, but thanks for being cool and saying hi, right? So, yeah, I'm going to go back to Rob's question, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to send 60 emails. And I guess I'm going to time myself. Right now it's 36:05. Let's go 36. Let's wait till 36:30, and let's see how long it takes for me to send 60 emails, right? 36:60, 36. 36:30 is when we're going to start. Oh, Jenny Cordova. Hey, what's up, Jenny? Nice to see you. So 36:30, I'm going to start sending 60 emails. 3, 2, 1. Okay. That's 1 email. That's 2 emails. 3 emails. 4 emails. 5 emails. 6 emails. 7 emails. 8 emails. 9 emails. 10 emails. 11 emails. 12 emails. 13 emails. 14 emails. 15 emails. 16 emails. 17 emails. 18 emails. 19 emails. 20 emails. 21 emails. 22 emails. 23 emails. 24 emails. 25 emails. 26 emails. 27 emails. 28 emails. Oh, 29 emails. Oh, I'm about to break pipe drive. 29 emails. 30 emails. Okay, let's take a quick break. Hopefully I didn't break Zapier. It might not do it. I mean, we'll see. It should in theory work because I've done this, right? But of course with different records, not just one. Okay, we're at 30. 31 emails, 32 emails. Oh, it's lagging. 33 emails, 34 emails, 35 emails, 36 emails, 37 emails, 38 emails, 39 emails, 40 emails, 41 emails, 42 emails, 43 emails, 44 emails, 45 emails, 46 emails, 47 emails, 48 emails, 49 emails, 50 emails, 51 emails, 52 emails, 53 emails, 54 emails, 55 emails, 56 emails, 57 emails, 58 emails, 59 emails, and 60. I should have said 50, right? So 36:30 is when I started. It's 36:40, 38:40. So about 2 minutes. Now, of course, we have to see how long it actually takes the emails to send. But again, there might be a lag. Pipe drive might slow down a bit because Piper's like, what the hell's going on? Why is this thing get the same thing? But look, see, it's starting to populate. There's 4 emails right there. Took me 2 minutes to send 4 emails at least, right? And I'm going to just work on my Rubik's Cube to see if I can get it all sent, all 60 cent, right? And, again, technology is never fast enough for me because if the technology would have worked, those 60 emails would have already been sent. But we're going to wait and let it do its thing, right? Because I literally want to prove to you that I can do this in 60 seconds or 60 minutes or less. Did I say 60 minutes? 10 minutes. I said 10 minutes. So I'm going to prove to you that I can get 60 emails sent out manually in 10 minutes or less. So we have another 7 minutes because it's 39:30 right now. Okay, so we'll see. I'm not gonna be sitting for 30 minutes, of course. If it breaks or whatever, then I'm gonna have to look at it. But I'm pretty sure it will finalize and populate. And again, I might just refresh my Gmail and it'll actually do it. Right. So we'll see. Okay, that's that. That's that. Maybe I'll press refresh to see what happens here. it's still lagging. It might be Pipedrive too. And even if it doesn't show it, even though it's disappointing if it doesn't show it, it took me less than 10 minutes effort to do what I just did, and eventually you'll catch up. But let me go and look at Zap history. Zap runs, and it'll tell me. Oh, it's all there. Look at that. See, it's all there every 2 seconds. There's a new Zap. It's saying success, so I guess it's just lagging. Right, but you see it, Larry demo, apply, Larry demo, apply, Larry demo, apply, Larry demo, apply. So definitely showing that it did it. There's 1 in 24. I don't know, can I show more on the page? No, I guess I'm going to show 24 at a time. See, Larry demo, Larry or level, Larry applied, Larry applied, Larry applied. It's all there. It's definitely done. Larry apply, see, 414, 414, 414, 414. It's just taking a long time to send it to my email. Maybe Gmail is probably like, this is spam. No, no spam. Maybe Gmail at the lag. Zapier's job, apparently. Does anyone have any questions I can answer while we're waiting for the robots to do their job? Robots, and like I said, I always say technology is too slow for me. It doesn't move fast enough for me. If it moved faster, I could probably get more sleep. But because it moves slow, I have to wait for stuff like this. I have to wait for, what do you call it? Things to process, right? It's like the little bar, the little what do you call it? The hourglass. You know, it's loading, right? So I'm waiting for it to load. Otherwise, we'd already be done right now. But does anyone have any questions? You can unmute or you can ask in the chat, and I will, of course, answer it. And I use this for many different businesses, not just my mortgage business. I use this for my social media marketing business because I had a lot of people, opt in or say I want information, whatever. So I had to okay, I got like 20 people I got to follow up. It's basically the same email. I don't want to send a mass spam email because it looks spammy, and I want them to legitimately feel like I'm actually writing this email. So I would write one email that would be able to answer all 20 of those people at the same time, and I would create them like this. Like I would make different accounts like this, and then I would just move them over, and then they would each individually person get an email. So it took me a long time to build it, but then once it's built, it's easy. And it's kind of like my saying that I always talk about. What is it? Warren Buffett said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you're asleep, you'll work until the day you die." My version is, if you learn to market when you're asleep, you'll market until the day you die. And basically, you have to do that by building something that can do it automatically for you, right? So at this point, I would have, if I would have done this like at 4 o'clock in the morning, which sometimes I work until, then I would have done this and I would have gone to bed. And I'm pretty sure, confidently, in the morning these emails would be sent. But who knows? I mean, we're still waiting for it to actually demonstrate or do its job. Again, Zapier shows that it's done, which proves to me that Zapier is working, but it's Gmail that's lag. And it might be, I don't know, the internet. I don't know. I have no idea why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Can't explain technology. And who knows? Maybe I'll fail. Maybe what I said, what I was going to do, I didn't achieve because technology won't allow me to achieve it. Blue. It'll be pretty sad if I solve a Rubik's Cube before it actually sends it. Yep, solved. It hasn't sent yet. That's kind of crappy. Let me see here. I mean, because if you look at it, it doesn't say pending. It doesn't say waiting. It doesn't say, because sometimes apps will say pending or waiting or scheduled because, you're moving too fast or the system needs to catch up. But these actually say success. Oh, maybe it's on the side of my here, let me unshare my screen real quick so I don't accidentally show you something I don't want to show. Maybe it's on the side of my email provider. Like maybe what do you call it? My my open mortgage email is like, what the hell is going on? And yeah, see, I mean, I'm gonna try to hide as much as I can. I don't want you guys seeing like clients information, whatever. Oh yeah, this is where the problem is. And it's funny that I actually figured this out. But the emails are being sent. The emails are being sent. See? But for some reason there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect between my my Gmail email server and the recipient. So Open Mortgage is trying to send it. See, I mean, here's my send box, right? See, it definitely sent. It definitely sent. That's 50 emails right there. I'm not going to show you the other 10 because obviously I will end up showing you other emails. But there's 60 emails right there, and those were sent almost 10 minutes ago. So I kind of messed up with my demonstration. I'm supposed to show you this screen. I don't know why it's not sending it, unless I clicked the wrong one, but I doubt it. But anyways, I effectively did send 60 emails. Maybe I sent the wrong one because, of course, I'm clicking like the same three. It looks all similar to me. But I definitely sent here. Actually, you know what? I didn't even share my screen because I was trying to hide people's information. So as you can see, my send box definitely did send 60 emails. See, 413, 413, 413, 413. There's a 500 hey things, 500, 500 hey things, 500, right? And again, there's 1 to 50 right here, right? So I definitely sent the emails. uh, uh, Something must have happened where maybe I had the wrong email address, or maybe I clicked the wrong, I was supposed to click fake one or click two, whatever, because I'm using the same emails, whatever. But definitely, I sent those emails out, right? Um, yeah, so that's the reason why we were sitting there watching me play with the Rubik's cube in boredom. But like I said, I don't remember when we started. 40, it definitely was less than 10 minutes, right? I mean, if you look at it, I mean, again, I'm not going to show you the other 10, the first 10, because I don't want to end up opening up and showing you other people's emails, whatever. But you can see here 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 emails in 1 minute. So I definitely can send 60 in 10 minutes, right? So again, I mean, I would never do it that way, obviously. What would really happen is there's 60 different applicants or 60 different leads that haven't applied yet. And I would actually create an email saying pending application, as you have seen in my other ones, which is the, which email is it? It looks like this. Pending application. Where is it? Here it is. Nope, that's a quiz email. Here it is. The pending application email, which is basically someone who hasn't applied yet, I'll be like, hey, are you still getting ready to buy a house? It's been a while since I tried to reach out to you, have an update for you. So basically, someone I haven't heard in like maybe 3, 4, or 5 days, maybe a week, I would have a category called pending applications to follow with them, say, hey, what's going on? How come I haven't heard from you yet? And I would basically move them over one at a time, right? Boom, 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 boom. I would do this. I would do this. And then I would go down the list. Boom, 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 boom. And each person will get an individual, manually written email that was created by automation, right? So yeah, I mean, sorry I didn't do that correctly. Maybe when I edit the YouTube video, it'll be better. Or maybe I'll redo this and make sure that I do it correctly. Or maybe I'll actually, before I do this call, I'll create 60 fake accounts and I'll move them over, and then you'll see 60 emails. Who knows? I don't know. But definitely, I was able to achieve 60 emails in less than 10 minutes. It was more like 3 minutes, maybe 4. So yeah, I mean, that's how you do it. It's not very hard. It's not rocket science, right? But yeah, if there's any questions, I'm willing to answer them. If anyone wants to unmute or they want to put in the comments. All right, cool. I really appreciate you guys being on this call. Of course, hopefully you learned something today and you saw how I demonstrate to you that you can build your systems using CRM and automate what you would do manually and save you tons of time. Of course, it takes time to build it. But again, the saying Warren Buffett says, if you don't figure out a way to make money when you sleep, you're going to be, working forever or whatever. What I'm saying is that, you figure out a way so that you can automate your work, so you don't have to be doing it all the time, and you can save time, right? And just automate the system. In my case, I would have done that and I would have gone to sleep, right? Because all 60 emails would have already been written. Okay. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, let me know. This is Larry, the Robot Maker, Robot General. I'm out. Goofy.